I'm here in Medjugorje and I'm with, what's your name?
Hanora.
Where are you from?
I'm from Tipperary, originally Limerick, but Tipperary.
And you said you came around 15, 16
Yes,
times?
15, 16 times maybe, and I love coming here, and it kind of draws you back. Every time you come, you need to come back again to kind of fill up the well, and you learn something new every single time you come here. There's always something you'll take home with you.
The School of Our Lady.
Yes,
they call
yes,
it.
yes.
Can you describe what you took home, for example? One thing you took home with you from here?
With me from here today, what I'm taking home with me now is Father Leon gave a wonderful talk today. Now, I've heard him speak many, many times, and today in particular he said that if you really want to really get something, to do some fasting.
Fasting?
Yes, and that's
a beautiful lesson.
that is a wonderful lesson, because we kind of think of the kind of sacrifice to ourselves really, but it's something that you can actually do for somebody else, and whatever the case may be, or whether they have a problem or whatever the case may be, and they can it can be answered by God. It will be answered by God.
Is it hard for you to fast?
It's, well, I'll have to tell you a little story about it now. It is hard to fast, because the fast that's recommended by Our Lady is bread and water. But I was speaking to one of the priests out here, and I said bread and water, it's not something that you could do on a long-term basis. So I said to him, I try with bread and tea. Now, I wouldn't do it all the time, I do it when I can. And he said, Father Slavko, he said, gave a dispensation to Irish people that they can have tea instead of water. So he was making me feel very good. But I suppose the whole moral of the comment from him was that if you make an effort, it doesn't really matter whether it's food or whether it's television or whether it's alcohol or whether it's talking or whatever the case may be, that it's wonderful to do something.
Did you still have the chance to meet Father Slavko Barbara?
No, I didn't come. He actually had died before I came. But I just love coming here, and I'm coming here with some friends of mine for the last couple of years now, and it's being together with your friends as well, and I think all of us need prayer friends. You need all sorts of friends, but the most important thing that we all have is our prayer friends, because we're actually on the one page.
We are? Actually, you said what are we, friends?
We're prayer friends.
Yeah. Oh.
You're on the one page.
Yes.
With your prayer friends, and they're necessary for support and because things are getting, as you know, more difficult.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, it's more secular and more difficult really.
Yes.
God has been pushed
out.
Totally out.
Yes.
You know, whereas with the support of your prayer friends, you can
overcome that.
Yeah.
Have comfort.
Yes,
no?
yes.
And why did you come the first time to Medjugorje?
First time, we met people in Ireland, myself, my husband, my late husband now, he's dead 5 years. Yeah, and we met people in Ireland, and they were after coming from Medjugorje, so we decided that we'd come. I think IBAN might have been in Upper Church. They were here, and he was giving his testimony in Upper Church, and we went to see him. And after that, we decided we'd come.
And what was the first experience when you came here?
First experience when I came here was overwhelming.
Why?
I found it overwhelming because when we're here, you have no radio, no television, no newspaper, no news really as such. This is before the phones now. And when I went back after the week of being removed from that kind of life, when I went back then, I put on the television, and it was one murder after the next murder, after this stabbing, after that stabbing, and it was like going from heaven to hell. That's what I felt, and I felt that very overwhelming until I kind of settled back to normal life again, which was hell, really. So it's heaven here, and I don't know if it's available anywhere else, but that's how I feel here. The peace and the prayerfulness and the camaraderie and the presence of Our Lady, which I should be putting first, and the Blessed Sacrament, and just everything about the place.
And you have a favorite spot here in Medjugorje? A place you like most here in Medjugorje?
Everywhere really. I love the morning mass. I love the Blue Cross. I love Apparition Hill. Just anywhere. Our Lady is everywhere.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And what would you tell people? You know, Medjugorje, the confession is central. It's a central point.
Yes.
What would you tell people who are scared to go to confession?
I
There are
would,
a lot of people out there.
Yes, I would tell people to come here and go to confession, or go to confession to your own priest. There's nothing to be afraid of, and to actually pour everything out. The priest is listening. But he's not actually paying real attention to what you're saying. His job is to forgive you. So the more you pour out, the better you'll feel yourself. You actually leave it behind you. And it's important to actually leave it behind you rather than carrying on with it. So,
you pray the rosary?
Yes.
What is so important about, what is so beautiful for you about the rosary?
For me, about the rosary is, we'll say years ago, it probably was a bit of a chore. And but
a lot of people think that, yeah?
Yeah, they do. But as a child, we were raised with the rosary. The rosary was said every single day in our house.
Wow.
Yeah, and when I got married, I continued on that tradition.
With your husband as well?
Yes.
Did it have an effect on your marriage when you prayed together
Oh
with
yes,
your husband?
yes, absolutely.
In which
Absolutely.
way? Because they say a couple praying together,
Yes,
staying together.
yes,
no?
yes, absolutely.
In which way? Wow. What is the effect of it?
And I suppose it's a connection with God and peace and happiness, because I've been married twice actually. My first husband was killed in a road accident. Yeah, and he actually had his rosary beads in his pocket when he died.
Like my brother.
Yes.
Yeah, did the same.
Yes, he
And
had.
what would you tell people? A lot of people have overcome things like that. You overcame it.
I did.
What
Yes,
would you
and
tell
my
people?
second husband has died as well.
What would you tell people
I would,
how to overcome that?
To overcome that, for me, would be to trust in God and Our Lady and beg for their help.
Beg for help, no?
Beg for their help, and that comes.
That comes. You feel that they're close to you?
Yes.
Wow, so beautiful. At the end, what would you tell people? Why come to Medjugorje one time? At the end of the video, why would you tell people to come one time to
People
Medjugorje?
to come to Medjugorje, it's the school of Our Lady. And she is, as a mother, she's teaching us what to do and how to do it. And you'll learn that here, because it's everywhere. It's in the talks, it's in the church, it's in your prayer friends, it's on the street, it's everywhere. That peace and schooling is everywhere here.
Catechism, no? By Our
yes,
Lady, no?
yes, absolutely.
And the last question. There's a contradiction, but a lot of people tell me by suffering I came closer to God. You came closer to God.
Yes. I would never blame God for any suffering that comes in my life. God sends crosses. Everybody has crosses. So it's up to you to kind of deal with that cross as very best you're able yourself, and carry it on. And the help comes from God as well to carry that cross.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.